Alexandria Ocasio Cortez's Green New Deal is bullish for Bitcoin. Next on your 4-Minute Crypto Daily News. Welcome to 4-Minute Crypto. Now today's show is from a post by Esther Kim at Bitcoinist.com and sponsored by BitBlockBoom. Take a look at this great Bitcoin conference coming to Dallas, Texas at BitBlockBoom.com. I look forward to seeing you in Dallas. Now, U.S. presidential hopeful Alexandria Ocasio Cortez has unwittingly outed herself as a Bitcoin bull after declaring money printing would form part of her fiscal policy. The funding, she said, would necessarily have to come from other sources beyond taxation, having proposed a 70% income tax on the super rich. Now, one of the additional channels would be deficit spending, a practice which would trigger money printing by banks as a source of finance. She said, "I think the first thing that we need to do is kind of break the mistaken idea that taxes pay for 100% of government expenditure. That's just not how government expenditure works. But government projects are often financed by a combination of taxes, deficit spending, and other kinds of investments. The gamble envisioned is paying off the debt accrued later on through creation of new jobs forged by the stimulus." Ocasio-Cortez does not offer a price tag for the Green New Deal, but effectively describes it as incomprehensibly large. She stated in an online document that even if every billionaire and company came together and they were willing to pour all the resources at their disposal into this investment, the aggregate value of the investments they could make would not be large enough. Instead, it would be the Federal Reserve which would step in and credit the giant economic overhaul by printing more money that would likely exceed its 2% inflation target. Ocasio-Cortez has become known as an antidote for the form of government policy actively promoted by the Trump administration. However, various high-ranking members of the current setup in Washington are open supporters of Bitcoin, among them Trump's newly appointed Chief of Staff, Mick Mulvaney. Having previously acknowledged Bitcoin's resistance to manipulation by any government, Mulvaney was instrumental in setting up the ongoing Bitcoin caucus in Washington. Now, Trump has also attracted speculation of being good for Bitcoin, but the sheer size of Ocasio-Cortez's spending plans make his policies look moderate by comparison. Therefore, Ocasio-Cortez's Green New Deal would likely drive monetary emissions above the Federal Reserve's 2% target inflation rate. Interestingly, Bitcoin's the next block reward halving is in 2020, and it will see Bitcoin's inflation drop to just 1.8%. Now, do you think Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's policy on spending could help Bitcoin? Let me know your thoughts on Twitter, where I'm at Gary Leland. And don't forget to subscribe to the 4-Minute Crypto Show for a new episode every weekday. This is a CryptoCousins.com production.